Good evening, can you hear me? 听到哦，非常好。So very good that we can meet again to practice. So this few days, Sifu is in Bhutan. 在 Bhutan, maybe some karma will happen, some royal karma will happen. So, so I follow somebody here. We met the Queen of Bhutan. We met the King of Bhutan. We met the grandmother of the King of Bhutan. That was a former queen. So I was so so I realized that everybody got very different life. The rich got a certain type of lifestyle, then the poor got a certain lifestyle, then the middling got a certain lifestyle. So I say one thing is very clear, all want happiness. That was something that I was looking around. The rich will try to go to a nicer place to eat. So for seafood, quite jialat. I had to eat my own 面包 打包 one. Then because there I no onion, no garlic, no fish, no milk, no honey, no chicken, no beef, no. Then they like, well, at least just me. 谢谢了. Then I like, so I had to eat my own 面包. But here got the 面包 lah, but the 面包 all got milk one lah. Then, then the vegetable, I eat the vegetable is white rice. I think they fried a little bit. Then asparagus. I must say the asparagus tastes very good because it's local. Then they grill the thing. Then the other one, the other day I eat is grilled broccoli. Today I eat grilled asparagus. They say Bhutan very happy. I say okay lah. If it's not for the holy place, right? For me, quite jialat lah. Go everywhere, nothing very much to eat. So I look at all the thing. Potato chip also got the thing. So I cannot get all. So actually, it's not so much about food, but I realize for most people, I realize the very rich that come here, one, they're always looking for something that can more enjoyable, more enjoyable one. But they just don't have the mind for Dharma. If I should explain to them, you try to eat 100 piece or whatever thing, they probably freak out. They probably cannot accept this way of reasoning, this way of reasoning. Then I say, so we are very fortunate because we got we are not at their level because got a lot of money and the concept must spend the money on. But we are at a certain level such that we have to decide how we want to spend the thing. So we are not so distracted by the eudaimonic joy or pleasure, I call it. So I come here for a few days. I went to some of the, I like to say, maybe quite common people cannot go on. Common people. I met the grandmother of the current king. So she herself was the queen of the third king, the wife of the third king's or queen. Oh my God, I can't believe someone 96 years old, mind so clear, one. So clear. I don't believe, man. It's amazing. Hugo can say Rinpoche. That moment, I think I found the answer. When she talked to people, she only talked about Dharma. And people got, because of she's of her age, right? And she make people just listen because of age. So people listen. And then amazing. So I felt that that's really, really pretty amazing. At age 96, she's so clear. She never had to wear those, the when you're maybe 70 or whatever, think some chong he lang, correct? You cannot hear people talking one day. Huh? 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 You see, huh? Or whatever thing. This one never, huh? One. 96. I was sitting maybe about, she was sitting at the corner. I was sitting like across like that. Saying, look, actually it's quite funny because they introduced me that time. He thought I Bhutanese. I said, walao eh, I Bhutanese. Then after you look. No, 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 you look Tibetan. Then I say, I know a Singapore. Huh? Singapore? Then she was very surprised. Then when they discussed Dharma about Longchenpa, I was able to talk Cree directly. Or she was very impressed. Then he said, no, 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 you look like a Tibetan Rinpoche. I said, huh? Wow, 是你的 you good label lah. I'm not sure the base correct or not, but the label from your side, of course you can label whatever. So she was very clear. So when we discussed it, she was absolutely really clear. So I realized there was that sense of presence, and also all of us wanting to be one happiness. So most of us, our happiness is just very temporary. Some good food. The weather here is very cold in the night time. The wind blow one time, right? The face become red color one, become very chilly, like red color one, really become red, like we bite inside your skin, like become red color. But actually, I don't care. I wear like that, you know. Then they say 不冷嘛，我管你，我管它冷不冷. Because something I got no control, I don't want to put any energy to interact with it. I don't want to. I refuse to interact with things I got no control on. So if you don't realize that you waste a lot of time trying to please a lot of people, then you waste your time, so you don't have the time to meditate, do all the exact thing, and the type of quality of conversation. When I sit down with all of them, they only talk about food and where to eat. I said, liao lah. Then they say, see this lama very high. I say, yeah, I can see all the highest doctor, nothing, the medicine give you, never eat, also never change one. You never meditate, but you don't even know what is renunciation. I say a lot of people are just at the very, very beginning. Very, very beginning of everything. I must tell you something, I can't believe, I went to the Bangalore airport, then I checked through her, right? They was checking everything, my bag, my Jola, and check everything. Then they say, my measuring tape, my Chong Kong, he say that's a weapon. He say my measuring tape, your Nyosa one, the measuring tape, it says a weapon, So I wanted to debate them. Is this a weapon? Then all belt also must Chong Kong. Because all belt also weapon what? Also tape what? Wow. I loot, I steady, cannot do that. No, I become very famous. If I do that, right, everybody will say, because of Tenzin Drachom, all belt confiscated at airport Bangalore. I cannot find any reason, My measuring tape, weapon, But I don't do, I say, okay. It follows. If measuring tape look like that as a weapon, then all men's belt also must be weapon. Well, also ma. So really, I felt like, okay, okay, measuring tape 不很多钱嘛, so don't make it difficult. Also, I don't want to talk to them, make it difficult for them. I say, okay, good impression of Mang, you have to go. Then give one measuring tape. I say, but I find that sometimes when we do the thing, they just have no logic, because we think in a certain way. When other people don't think in a certain way, we find them really funny. So for all of us, you must remember, whatever label they want to do, they got their own right to do every label. It's whether the base is correct or not. You cannot. So they label measuring tape is weapon. Possible? Possible. So I don't know. So they got their own thing. But I find very funny. When I think of it, wow. If they want to catch you, I got 500 ways to catch you. It's my karma, correct? Now. So I also don't want to see another one more time. Next time on my string also weapon can choke people. So cannot. So I decided not. So as we do our practice every night, or we do our practice, so it must be a daily thing. They say Bhutan is a very happy country. I like to say that Bhutan got mountain, Bhutan got fresh air, Bhutan got blue sky in the morning when there's no cloud. And Bhutan is very silent. If you go to somewhere out from the city, right? Even the city don't have a lot of people. Then you go somewhere, it can be very quiet. So that become very conducive for our mind to just quieten down. But we come with a group of Singaporean and not Singaporean, Malaysians, then the thing is very different, because the type of activity we engage in are very eudaimonic, very external. We get some blessing, get all the thing, without even understanding the true nature of the Dharma. The whole thing about the Dharma is to understand your mind and understand how your mind works. And then from there, how your mind works, then you understand what is the mistake your mind do, and why the mistake should not do, and why you must do certain thing more. And then from then you can free yourself from your suffering. If the Buddha can free you from suffering, Buddha had done long ago. I'm going to tell you. Shakyamuni Buddha is our great compassion. He taught all the different Dharma, from the hearer's path to the Pratyekayana path, to the Sustrayana path, to the Mahayana Vajrayana path, all our love for all of us. We are so blessed for most of us here, right, in the This Room group, to hear Lama Tsongkhapa teaching that present from all the way without mistake the complete path. And in future got chance, then we call it the Ngak Rim Chemo, the secret Lam Rim. That means from Action Tantra, Performance Tantra, Yoga Tantra, Highest Yoga Tantra. Do you need to know all? Would be nice to know all, but it's not necessary you must know all. But especially in Tantra, you can straight away jump to Highest Yoga Tantra, and they do all the supporting things so develop. So it all still combines down to one thing, able to find your guru. It really, really come to one thing. If you find an understanding good guru, you must remember you are the most fortunate. So I happened to sit where I met the Queen Mother. I sat together with the Queen, the fourth king. Then I told him my teacher Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Then he said, "Oh, he's a great master." I was so suddenly I become very proud, you know. Yeah, Abu Dan. Abu Dan. Become very proud. So I realized that right now, things that make the mind joyous is talking about Dharma, you know, really about Dharma, really about practicing. No, will be just simple. The more, if someone practice very well, means the person become vegetarian only or whatever. I say that's only certain part of not killing only, but it's very important. It's at certain point, it's not so much about the external thing. It's about the very internal, how your. So it's very unusual, very, very, very unusual that we got maybe I got some this type of royal karma these few days. So it made all the royalty. So the royal. Is it very nice? I say it's a new experience. Nothing really, but I felt that the more important thing was to engage our mind inside our mind, our mind. So remember, every time you do a prayer, whatever time you do, is to free yourself from the suffering, must remember. And every practice is not say I must be happy. Every moment you cannot be very happy because you're still tormented by very gross suffering. So very gross suffering means sickness, means hunger, means pain. If you don't have that one, that means you probably can start to practice a little bit better when you got pain, you got sick, you're hungry, very difficult one. Like in war zone, a lot of fear, a lot of worry, a lot of fear, a lot of worry mentally, a lot of physical pain, a lot of, we call it hunger or cold. That make it even more challenging for you. Those are people are the type of people that after a while they realize maybe die, jump down, then that is the solution. But it's not like this. It's really not like this. It is really because you know the Dharma is not you jump down the you reset button, you die, you become human again, then you start over again. A lot of people got this concept. No, when you jump, then you go to the lower rank for a long period of time because it's killing. It's killing. So it become very difficult. But the only thing I saw that was very nice here was all the school children. They all wear the same. They wear the skirt, and the lady they wear the thing is called Kira. Kira. Then the man got one name I can't remember. I think I can't remember the name already. But they all must wear like that one. They cannot wear any other thing. School uniform, right? So they walk and they all must wear black shoe. Then they all look short hair or ponytail or whatever. So when they all walk everywhere. So you don't see school children that are fat one. Cannot find. You'll see pretty okay size, slim, bo pui one. Because they walk everywhere where there's mountainous. They walk everywhere. So Bhutan, they say Bhutan is a happy country because people tell you, so you believe, correct or not? Bhutan, you go there, very happy country. I say, have you go there or not? You never go there, but you believe what people say, correct or not? On what basis you go there? Because people say, no? No, what people say doesn't mean the valid thing that one thing. Other people also say a lot of things. So why must you believe the thing? So you go, you do have a choice. So is it not, your choice is not to make difficult, no. I refuse to believe whatever thing. You should ask, should I really need to know that it's happy place or not? It's not necessary. I rather you put on the thing. Should I know how my mind work or not? Should I know how to stay calm or not? I think that's more valid question right now for all of us. A lot of things are not really important. A lot of TikTok, correct? The persons eat what lah, play what guitar lah, or eat what type of food lah, whatever thing how to do the skin or got no wrinkle lah, know how to do. Is it very important? Well, maybe for some people very important because they never met the Dharma. Now you meet the Dharma, don't xia sui already. Remember, don't xia sui already. If Lama Atisha asks you, got refuge or not? You say, I don't know. What lao liao? So lao quick, correct or not? Remember, right now, if the Nagarjuna, can you imagine you got a good fortune to meet Nagarjuna, he come to have dinner with you one day, and then he asks, then you at least got so many questions to ask right now. You're asking, what's Gakcha? Is it really true that you need to see the Chittamachim view before you go to the Madhyamaka view? Before you get the Madhyamaka autonomous the way, you get that view first, then you can go to the Pasangika view. You have so many questions to ask him right now. Then you ask him now, why is ignorance opposite of wisdom? Why? Why? Wow. Then Nagarjuna say, whoa, now you're talking already. No, you can ask him only what? Oh, this thing, simi sa, simi brand. This just simi mikia. That's about it. Not so important at all, really not important. So you realize that right now we are packing our question, all right? All our questions we ask now is like, how to get out of samsara? Really, how to get out? How do I free myself? How do I collect as much merit? How do I keep calm in the face of adversity? It's all in Lojong, it's all about meditation. It's all about finding the teacher able to give you the blessing. So today, the monks that sat on the throne to precept the thing, it's like the deputy. If there's a Dalai Lama equivalent, he's the deputy to the Dalai Lama. That means something like that. Second in command, second chain. So I think he's quite old already. I thought then he thought I speak Tibetan so I talked to him He asked me. Usually the first thing they ask you is what's your name I will even he asked I don't understand. I say my name first. Then he second word I'll say I'm from Singapore. Cannot go wrong. Cannot go wrong one. Cannot go wrong one. So every time then after that we bump head. Then I say, please take care. Nice. But he's a great meditator. Apparently, maybe do a lot of 3-year retreat already. Maybe some karma, some royal karma, very unusual. I see. Are they really truly happy? If I ask you what is happiness for you, it should be quite clear, right? A mind that's not affected by attachment, desire. How about that? Understand? I give you the answer first, so you can think about it. A mind that got no desire is a mind that's completely free. It's a mind that will be at peace, and you'll find internal happiness. You got some desire, you have some suffering. You got no desire, you got no suffering. You got a lot of desire, you have a lot of suffering. Because your mind will not be at peace. Because you're not at peace, you will not be able to enter the mind. You will not be able to eat some food only. Like some food, eat some whatever thing. That's about it. Nothing very special, really nothing. I might tell you in terms of food, right? The food in Singapore is way better than in Bhutan, because we can get more better food with whatever money. Now you got money, you can't get whatever type of food we get. So Singaporeans are very fortunate because you never go before. So you think that traveling, so actually Bhutan is very good for the mountain, the fresh air, and the blue sky. I like that. The mountain, the fresh air, and the blue sky. So I talked to some of those people, businessmen, all right. So I told them that this must be the forte because nowhere will you get blue sky like Bhutan, nowhere you can get fresh air like Bhutan, nowhere you can get mountain like Bhutan. So this is must be the thing. And nowhere where the place is more blessed with practitioner, the last living Buddhist kingdom. This is the last. No more last already. This is the last one. So this is amazing. So it's really, really amazing. So when I think of it, so would I recommend you come? Yeah, you got enough money, don't mind, can come. A lot of people must go Tiger Nest, Wu Chao. So you go there, right? I felt that a lot of people say, wow, because so I say, okay, want me as a nice place, you should go there and rejoice. So actually right now at home, right, you can rejoice in all the practice of Guru Rinpoche. Venerable Yeshe Sogyal, her wisdom, his wisdom, they ride on her. Yeshe Sogyal become a tiger. He ride on the tiger and flew there. That's why he called Hu Chao. And then the name he's on that form, he's go there is called Doje Drolo. Doje Drolo. So he go there and manifest great activity of Vajakilaya. So when I think of it, say, actually, if you got the Lamrim, right, you are actually very fortunate when I think of it, right? So right now I come here pretty busy following them around. Well, I was trying to think my role, what's my role, Usually I got a role, what's my role? My role become Calefare. Hello, let's go. But very difficult to become caliber. So actually become translator lah. They talk whatever thing. Whoever following one, they cannot understand what they're talking about. They talk English, I must translate in English one more time again. It's very funny. Or sometimes I have to go Mandarin because they talk English, but they can understand English, but they don't know. Maybe it's their slang or whatever thing they cannot understand. So my role become that. But I felt that the true role is when we start to pray, all right? Tomorrow I'm going to one very important temple. I'll pray for all y'all. That temple is called Kichu, where Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche in his past life was his own as Dalai Lama teacher. And Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche built a particular place. It was already there. He make it bigger. And inside there was one statue of Amitabhus, Wu Liang So for Amitabhus. So Amitabhus is very important because Amitabhus' emanation is Guru Rinpoche. Pamasambhava. And this Bhutan is Guru Rinpoche country. You don't find Lama Tsongkhapa here, man. The only Lama Tsongkhapa is in my room right now, my statue. I'm gonna show you. I might be the only Lama Tsongkhapa here, man. Seriously, I'm very proud, man. This is my Lama Tsongkhapa. So I'm the only Lama Tsongkhapa here. Not say it's a Lama Tsongkhapa, but actually Lama Tsongkhapa, Guru Rinpoche, Lama Atisha is one continuum. They say the same. So Lama Tsongkhapa, this is Guru Rinpoche country. Guru Rinpoche country. So in the Kichu itself, there's one this Amitayus that was built before 100 years before Guru Rinpoche came here. Guru Rinpoche meditated in Kichu and he saw the statue there and he said that if you pray to this statue, then whoever is sick, then will get well. And this place you pray one day is like praying 100 days. You do one prayer, is like 100 prayer. So tomorrow I pray for you. So those are also after that, all right, maybe you can, I don't know what's the best way. Maybe you can text me lah. Text me, right? Then from there, I try to consolidate the name, then I pray. If you are sick lah, if not, I will just generally dedicate. But you are really, really jialat one lah. Very, very jialat lah. Then I'll pray for you personally there. Okay, how? Then I'll do that for you. Okay, that one got the thing. And inside there, the Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche discovered a therma. A therma means from the wall the text come out one. It's a medicine Buddha written in gold. Maybe tomorrow I might able to have a chance. I'll bring my handphone there. And then what I operate things from whoever my contact is inside the Zoom group, the merit creation group, all right, plus their family, plus their neighbor, plus their colleague, all get blessing. I'll do that for you. So the particular therma is locked up in a safe. So only one person can give permission. Is His Majesty the Royal Grandmother. His Majesty the Royal Grandmother. So he's the grandmother to the current king. So only when he give permission, then can open on the thing. Maybe tomorrow got chance. It seems like she gave permission. So when he takes, I put the handphone, also touch, bless my handphone, then bless whatever lah. Then you'll get some blessing also good. Right? And must remember, the blessing is not so much your job soon, whatever thing. The blessing is such that you can understand what is suffering. I must remember, you must really understand suffering. And you come to create something that I don't like suffering anymore. And I come to the point that I must destroy all the cause of suffering. You must have that thing. Don't think of suffering call Sifu can say prayer. No, you must understand such that what is suffering and what's the cause of suffering, and then forever you stop creating a cause of suffering. Now that's become very clever student, very clever Dharma practitioner. Or else your practice is just learning a little bit of mantra, this blessing very powerful, this deity very tokong or whatever thing, That's about it. Your first realization must be suffering. And you must really experience suffering. And you say that what is the cause of my suffering? Is it come from no cause or someone high water or got cause? How does the cause come arise? From a 12 link of dependent arising. And then at all costs, every time you suffer, you say, I don't want to suffer anymore. Then it's something like every time you think like that, you still suffer, right? Then you must do lojong. So you must think of suffering, think of lojong. And then because you think of suffering, what happened? You think that may everyone be free of suffering. And from that moment of time, you think that I want to take responsibility, then you generate bodhicitta. So you must be able to, first thing that you know is the true suffering, true suffering, true cause of suffering. So the Four Noble Truths, must know these two first. When you know this truth, right, then the suffering comes from the cause of suffering. So you must understand this very well, then experience it. We call it personal experience of suffering. So is your suffering, yes, of course, your whatever suffering we go is self-suffering. Even the air blow is too hot, is suffering. Even the wind blows stronger is suffering. So even the gross suffering or the suffering of pain in the hell, all those suffering. So because we never did put a lot of effort, probably our intensity of practice is not. So your intensity of practice is equivalent to your understanding of the nature of suffering. Gross one first. Don't talk about subtle one because I got ignorant. No. Have you suffered or not? Never. Have you been hungry before or not? You got no idea what's hunger, right? How do you say I free them from hunger? You got no clue, right? No. So that's why they do the new ne, ba guan zai jie. So this new ne is that in 3 days, first day you take animal, you take one meal. Second day, you totally fast, no water, no food. Third day morning, then you finish the thing. So for one day without food, you feel hungry. You feel your stomach calling. Just now while the Lama was giving the prayer, my stomach got sound lah. See a cock out, no. Then I say, 完了啦，师傅讲楼梯see a cock. For what I say, okay lah, all sound are empty, emptiness is sound. I didn't I you act blur, right? Hopefully other people, but I can hear very loudly. Well, I say, jialat, cepat yang dia gak peng or what, no. But it's only for a few days. I realized that what Lama Mapa had told his disciple Malarapa very close, go and eat some food. Lah. No need to eat good food. I would like to say, eat some food. Eat some food. Eat some food. Must eat. You don't eat, you just don't have the energy. Right? Also drink some water. Lah. Never drink water, right? You also cannot go very far. So because we got gross body, we need gross food. Because we're not at the level, if you got Shine, then totally quite different already. You got Shamatha. Okay, good. So now we'll do 15 minutes of meditation. 15 minutes. I feel like meditation for 15 minutes is a very important thing because that's the only way to enter your mind. Now, at least you know what's your mind. When you meditate, at least you know you got a mind. When you meditate, you close your eyes for a while, you experience your thought, you experience maybe you sort of receive some input from sound, or maybe sensorial, the room got some smell. Probably about it. Because when you close your eyes, don't see, but if you open your eyes, but you're not focusing on anything, to me, that will stop you from falling asleep. So it's either way, it's okay. But for beginner, I like to suggest maybe better to close your eyes for a while. It's much more easier to focus when you close your eyes. That's why sometimes you want to think very hard. You start to close your eyes, you think, right? No? You never open your eyes and think. Because you open your eyes, you start to distracted already. So when you think, you want to think very serious, you close your eyes, right? You're like, oh, thinking very hard. You close your eyes, try to squeeze out something, right? No? So close our eyes become good. So now we do 15 minutes. 好，现在我们就做9轮呼吸，我们静静做15分钟，好不好？那我们开始。 Okay, good. So now we take refuge and generate bodhicitta. Kita kui pati bodhisin. So you generate the merit field, Shakyamuni Buddha in front of us. And then for mind, we generate the causal refuge, our fear, our faith, our compassion. So usually the fear is the fear of suffering, the fear of suffering. Then also the fear of, they say the suffering of the lower realm, also the suffering of the fear of you caught in a state of nirvana. That means nirvana with remainder. That means you haven't completed all your thing yet. So at our level right now, that one we say, oh, never mind, I go there and say no. Then out of fear, right, of the suffering lower realm, not generate the tell. But that fear make you want to do something about it. So those sort of fear are more important. That is the fear. That means that fear make you do something about it because you know the nature of the fear. You can do something about it to free it. So very important. So you jump on. 好，现在我们皈依，然后发起菩提心。I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and to the Sangha. And by the positive potential I create by practicing generosity and also the other far-reaching attitude, may I become a Buddha to free all beings from all their suffering. And I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and to the Sangha. And by the positive potential I create by practicing generosity and also the other far-reaching attitude, may I become a Buddha to free all beings from all their suffering. And I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and to the Sangha. And by the positive potential I create by practicing generosity, and also the other far-reaching attitude, may I become a Buddha to free all beings from all their suffering. 诸佛正法正中尊，一切菩提我归依。愿你不施等资粮，我愿力有情，我愿成佛。诸佛正法正中尊，一切菩提我归依。愿你不施等资粮，我愿力有情，我愿成佛。诸佛正法正中尊，一切菩提我归依。愿你不施等资粮，我愿力有情，愿成佛。观想皈依境方处，三道白色跟黄色甘露光芒，碰到我们的三门跟无数的六道众生的三门，然后消业障，给予加持，融到我们心中跟我precise Guru Merit Film, Saffron White, Yellow, Nectar Color Light, and picture touches us, purify us, give all the blessing, dissolve into us, become inseparable from us, till we achieve enlightenment. So today I say I want to talk something about presence. So when was the last time you met somebody you felt this somebody very special, that means able to hold the ground, able to like you hang on to the attention to that person for a while, like hold on to the person mind or the person body. That means you don't get distracted one. So it's since a long time after I met my guru, the teacher, was this royal grandmother, the queen. That means the grandmother of the current king. Then I realized that he's been practicing for many years. So like her whole life, from a little girl until now, she's been practicing, but like for 80 years, for 80 over years. So I realized that was a really different in mind. Anything that come up from my mind, I realized that to me, 很谢感听, that means only Dharma only. I say, wow, this is a real talk, man, real conversation. Any other type of thing is like the worldly one. I felt like suddenly I like to, it become my mind become judgmental, or this, Then it become like very naturally. But I realized that at a certain point, your mind become quite selective in what you want to hear. So it's not helpful, right? Because you think or you don't like to hear, it causes your mind to suffer, right? It causes your mind to suffer. So what you do? So if it's possible, the great meditator always avoid those unuseful conversation, especially you become part of the conversation like gossiping. So you try to make yourself as less as possible. Because the great meditator always do the S thing called go solo, go solitude. Go solo, go solitude. That means alone somewhere. And naturally, you're able to stay at the mind, that your mind finds silent, really. So it's become absolutely, really important. Our main thing that we want to achieve right now is that we want to get rid of is what thing? Self-cherishing, self-grasping. The two things that we must accumulate is to accumulate the collection of merit and the collection of wisdom. So this must let go, and this we must cultivate. We must get cultivate. So which one to do? First thing, let go of all the bad habit. It's very, very important. Let go of all the bad habit. Then you must know, the Buddha say, bad habit is empty and emptiness is bad habit. So once you start to understand her, what is ignorant? Ignorant is grasping at the mere appearance as existing inherently. I say one more time, it might sound technical. Ignorant is grasping at mere appearance as existing inherently. Seems so simple, correct? But once you realize that there's nothing to hold on, you start to let go. Hey, am I really holding on to thing, or am I dreaming of hearing the thing? Well, suddenly you start to, if you say that I'm now thinking, I start to dream. So in the very beginning, you fake, I in a dream. Even you cannot get even you like enjoy the thing. So I'm enjoying my ice cream, right? My matcha ice cream. Wow, very nice. I'm dreaming. Wow, nice dream. Very nice dream. But here now, because the intellectual ascertainment is not strong enough to negate it, but it probably is able to hold your such you don't create gross negative karma, killing, stealing, lying, sexual misconduct, taking alcohol. You stop all those gross ones, you're able to stop. But to be able to go beyond the thing, then you must have more powerful mind, a more stable mind. Then your intellectual understanding must be sharpened already. That means you really know how to apply at the level of able to remember the antidote. The whole practicing of the Dharma is able to, right now we got gross thing, is able to apply antidote and must remember the antidote. The most powerful antidote in the world is bodhicitta, must remember. When someone want to harm you, then must always remember the example I always say. This man tortured me 19 years. The day he killed me, the only worry is that I can't love him. If you take this as your standard, you got no problem at all. You got no problem. So I come to this place, like I stay at this hotel. So all the people see me, I got one tanka. Everybody come for blessing. It's very difficult to find one monk stay hotel one, really. But just now I saw, when I think got no monk stay hotel, I saw 4 Thai monks at the lobby. 4 Thai monks at the lobby. But I probably look more closer to them lah. Because by their color, they know I'm not local. Because their local color different. Here got colorful thing one. Because the Queen Mother say I look like a Queen Grandmother. The King Grandmother say I look like a Tibetan Rinpoche. I say, wow, this sounds from your side lah. From my side, I'm not so sure whether Rinpoche or not. No. From her side, you say that. You say you look Bhutanese. Then after you look, no, you look Tibetan Rinpoche. When I go quite close to her, I have some conversation with her. So the whole thing is, our job is to not let ignorant prevail out. We got subtle grasping. And the main difficult thing right now, even at the gross level, we can't get rid of. Don't talk about the subtle one. The subtle one is the subtle ignorance or grasping when our subtle mind appears. The only way to negate the subtle experience is when you're dreaming, you know you're dreaming. That's why I call dream yoga. It's one of the 6 yoga in Naropa. So hopefully one day we got enough standard now to go and practice those. That means when you're dreaming, you know you're dreaming. So when you die that moment, when all the appearance will come, you know it's like a mere appearance. So we say ignorant is grasping the mere appearance as existing from its own side, truly. That's all. It is just that's all. If you can understand this one point with the support of compassion, to realize this point for the sake of all sentiment to freedom all, then become very, very special. So right now in the world, I felt that, a little bit of oil price, people like to buy oil and keep. You know how dangerous to store petrol or not? All you need is one matchstick, boom, kaboom, then die. Because you can't see, right? Store petrol. Right now in the world, in Iran and all the thing, and we must really pray the war must really stop as soon as possible, It's really quite difficult. So then I think of it, how can one man, correct, create so much trouble for the world, Only one man, correct, no? Seems like you start the war, go there, but how can one man start so much trouble? So actually, you must do not think of the one man. You must think I created the one man, the collective karma, my ignorance, right, projected that view. So that one man don't, maybe we are not so affected, maybe a little bit. Obviously, we'll be affected because we are interdependent, but it may not reach us right now. So we must take this opportunity while we still have the leisure, fortune and leisure to make the best use of it. 我们说机不可失，时不再来。我们得到了八下师嘛，人生。然后呢，我们有一套佛法，我们今生的一定要充分的用。明天我会，明天我也是，明天我也直播，我用中文，好不好？明天我直播，我用中文。So we got only got one chance, suddenly all the Chinese student offline. Oh, bye, 师父. Tomorrow I see you. I off. 我要刷手机了. So the whole thing is about you understand what you want to get rid. So if you practice Dharma, you must understand what. If people ask you, hey, what are you trying to do at the final? Say, I want to remove the ignorant. And finally, I'm the ignorant, and the ignorant got gross and got subtle and all the thing, and it's the obstruct. So this ignorant manifests in the obstruction to karma, affliction, and karma, and obstruction to omission. I need to remove it as a package, and to remove it, I need to collect merit. I need to have this. Then first I must know what's ignorant coming. So you become very clear what you are doing. You become very, very clear. You're supposed to go and cut grass, not go and play guitar. You do all the correct thing. You're supposed to cut grass. You don't come here and play football, play guitar, play basketball. No. So you become very clear. Hey, what's supposed to cut grass? Okay, very clear. Hey, what are you doing? You play football. Hey, wrong, you cut grass. So once you understand that what you're supposed to do is to cut the ignorant, the obstruction, the omission, the obstruction to karma and affliction, or then become very clear already. You don't go and play guitar, right? You don't join a band already. You don't waste time already. Anyway, you've got not a lot of time. When the karma ripen in America, right? The aircraft land, then fire engine come, kaboom, then the poor pilot finish, I don't think the pilot probably while he landed, then he said, oh, I'm going to quickly take my cabin bag and then go back and then grab one burger and eat or whatever thing, correct? But that's the last thing he did happen was the fire engine come and then break and then a huge explosion and then die. So that one he probably cannot think of anything, correct? I don't think so he can spontaneously generate refuge. Probably he maybe might not die immediately, but probably got a lot of fear, a lot of disorientation. That means disorientated. So a lot of desire, a lot of like alcohol make you disorientated because you're no longer yourself anymore, because you start to feel different because under the intoxicating effect of 酒精, correct? Then you start to feel intoxicated. Can you hear me? Suddenly the thing didn't work. Okay. I don't know, so sure why came on jumping everywhere. Okay. So once we know that this ignorance is the main thing we're supposed to do, so every night when we take refuge, right? Every time you take refuge, you purify negative karma. Remember this. Every time you take refuge, purify negative karma. Every time you take refuge, right? You accumulate merit. Every time you take refuge, you say with bodhicitta, you strengthen your that mind. You must think like that. They say 个人吃饭,个人饱,个人生死,个人了. You all must do it for all the sake of all the people. Because all the people got no chance to as fortunate as you all. Because I come here then, the quality conversation, I talk to the people, right? I realize that I never hear the word called refuge. I never hear the thing all around the people I with one, They're only talking about going where, and it's really quite mundane. They're back at the level of people and event. It's not at the level of concept and not level of principle, the concept of dependent arising, at the level of bodhicitta, the two bodhicitta. I hope that you always pack your conversation at two bodhicitta. It's most amazing. It's the most rare thing that happened to you. You'll be highly admired by all the Buddha, they say. High admiration is for those who know me. They say that the Buddha say, whoever know dependent arising, whoever know dependent arising, know the nature of mind. Whoever know the nature of mind, know me. So do you really know Buddha? No? If you do not know the nature of your mind, you do not know Buddha. And there's a Buddha nature in you right now. That's waiting to be awakened. Can you awaken? Can I beat you until you awaken? Actually, in Dzogchen, they say yes. You need a teacher to hood you really hook you. That means the only thing that you need the guru to the key, right, to open the lock, and then you can wake up, man. No, most of the time we are lazy. You sleep, then you snooze a bit. You need one guru like in the morning, take a cold water ice, splash on your bed. You think you want to sleep anymore. You want to sleep also cannot because the bed is wet already, icy cold. You quite right? Go and practice right now. But if the guru scold you, you unfriend your guru, you want to pau mata someone. So most of us are not really ready at that level. So your enlightenment come very late, maybe a couple more life. But if you are determined, I will follow the strict instruction of my guru, I will totally devote. Oh, then become very easy. Actually, what the guru say, that's what you're going to do. But first, you must find the correct guru. If you find the wrong one, then jialat lah. So remember, in the beginning, you'll find too many. You get yourself confused. All the guru have different pattern. All the guru got one female. Oh, I like female one. Okay, get one female. I don't know, I like male one. Get one. Oh no, I like the guru, the words or the face or everything. Of course, you all got the choice. But more importantly, all the teaching must be inside all teaching are unmistaken. Probably the teacher will probably talk something about the lumbering topic that is not too difficult. But in Tantra itself, better to stick on to one deity will be much better, so that you won't be so confusing and you hardly got some time to rest because you got a lot long sadhana, you actually got no time to rest You do I ever saw one of my Raja brother, he sadhana like one dictionary one, I say, hey, how you finish? He say, 我一直做的咯，我没有间断做 got time I do one. Those like clipboard, got 1, 2 hole puncher one. I say, 哇啦，你的 sadhana serious 为什么这样？好像一个 document 这样filing one for like year one, the finance statement like that one. I say, wow. I say, do you really need that? I say, no. Now is to do, the main thing is to do the correct thing. They're able to remove the two things, clear or not? If this thing can remove, why do you need to have so many? No need, correct or not? So, because you did not know the understand what you want to do, that's why you collect a lot of things. When you want to know that this is what you need to do, you become very focused what not to do and what to do. If the same thing can collect all the merit, why do you want another method? No need one. That thing is the most powerful for you already. You must remember this. That's why for a beginner, everything they want to try. For expert, they don't try a lot of things. They just do few things, but they do the essential thing. That means must have renunciation, bodhicitta, sunyata, generation stage, completion stage. They're very clear, just based on one deity. The sadhana with unmistaken, no mistake made in translation will be able to bring you to that particular point. Absolutely important. Remember, so ignorant is grasping at the mere appearance as existing inherently. So the mere appearance, not only eyes, ignorant is grasping at the mere smell as real smell from his own side. Ignorance is grasping at the mere taste as taste truly from his own side. If it's taste truly from his own side, means that nice from inside. Let's eat one durian, right? So nice. Then you eat 10, should be 10 times nicer. What? No what? For average people, maybe eat 10 seed, right? Should be quite enough. But let's say you very steady, eat 100. You try 1,000, you cannot, what? Correct or not? There's a lot of people take heroin, right? They took one, I don't know how many grams, but the more they do, then they get overdose, then they die, correct or not? Why they die? It's supposed to be happy, they should be continue happy, what? No, they didn't kill them, what? So it's not a cause for happiness. So understanding this, the very first thing you should know that really get some experience is the cause of suffering. Let me, I really suffer. And later the Buddha have compassion on me. Please help me. You must have like that. You must always put yourself lower than the Buddha. Remember, always put yourself lower than the Buddha. So today I went to that particular place to hear to attend the puja, right? That Buddha is really huge. That's the Buddha where all the queen, the king do puja there one. You can really see that one Buddha. And it's very big. Wow, 够大个 But I did not see a lot of lights. If I dare, I confirm do plenty of light one. Confirm. I make the place look like daytime in the night. Confirm. It look like day when it's nighttime. Have to build on that. 冇什麼燈，冇什麼物件，所以了要去清楚，伊個 Buddha 幫樓梯下骹咯。我直直講了啦，按照個國王講，我哋厝，Buddha 要幫樓梯下骹，我這很難講出口誒，但係袂爽了。 Okay, so good. So now we say some Om Mani Padme Hum for those people who are suffering now in Iraq in all the war, and then we do Baca Safa. Okay, apa hal? So think about what I say. What is called ignorant? What is called presence? Presence. If you practice well, all right, you will have a presence. People will be attracted when you open it. You see, unless you are born very nice looking, then it's usually quite useful. Born prince, very nice looking. So today the king, that day I saw the king, and the king was sitting right in front of me, and the king told this, he said, I'm going to build 108 stupa in one day. I say, wow. And every stupa is 15 meters tall. I was like, wow. And he want to build it, and one day, in 1st November, I like, wow. In my mind say, wow, this one like King Ashoka, King Ashoka is built 1,000 stupa lah. But right now he want to build 15 meters, 108 stupa. Then you see one line, right? It's 100 meters apart. I say, wow, it's not impossible, but it take a lot of planning. It's not too dirty. If you go 人手, right? Do a lot of rehearsal, everything. But of course, I'm not going to tell him how to do the thing because he probably got all the engineers and everybody to advise him. The only thing I pray that may it succeed, may it succeed, may it really succeed. So the king actually very clever. Here they got no NS one. So their NS, everybody don't care whatever thing, you can volunteer like 5 days, I think, so law. Really do build road. So they become proud, I built this road. Oh, I thought it was very nice. So the king, so they got no. So when they do the thing, he probably had to find quite a lot of young people lah. Then they got quite a lot of young people. I can really see they got a lot of young people. I pray it succeed. So this is something I hear for a while. The first time I hear something, wow, this challenging. Must remember, building 108 stupa in one day to get enlightened, compared to getting enlightenment, cannot be compared at all. Cannot be compared at all. Cannot be compared at all. They say that if you read the Great Liberation Sutra, meditate for 15 minutes, it's like building billions of stupa in the world. Must remember this. You must remember, you don't out. You don't out. Wow, watch out, wow, see steady. The Great Liberation Sutra, you meditate 15 minutes, you build more stupa, clear the three realms with stupa. You collect more merit than that. That's all. You must pay attention to all this sutra. 師傅，我同你去荷蘭灣，我同你去蘇格巴蒂漂亮。Really? So amazing, correct? Great Liberation Sutra. You read, you generate faith, then you want to teach with people, then you counsel, tell the mantra of Great Liberation, then collect so much of merit, so short amount of time. Then I think of the Buddha. If I were the king, I would definitely make it compulsory. Everybody read the Golden Light Sutra. But who am I to tell the king, correct? He got no karma with me. He got the karma. I definitely do that, man. I tell you what, 教你一招 everybody read the Golden Light Sutra. Steady solid one. Wow, 不被造. Can you imagine? 没有福报. I don't have the karmic connection there. In future, if I ever become one, I definitely make it like that. Everybody, every morning do 5 BX exercise. Every day do prostration 100 before start the day. Everybody walk to work. There we go. Maybe last night I haven't made the prayer, but this night I make some prayer. Okay, so now we do some Om Mani Padme Hum. We have to think of the less fortunate people than us. We shall never forget them. So every time I eat some food or see some good view, then I always try to recall, and did not forget that everybody must enjoy good food, whatever thing. Every time I eat, I try to think about them a little. So when I'm alone, quite easy. Then I can close my eyes. But some people I eat with the other people a bit inconvenient, right? Or like so peng but chill one. Actually, most of the time see people perform lah. Because my vegetarian, right? Well, then they go out at me, keep on telling people no, everything. Today I eat the noodle, right? Eat, oh, this kalang guyu e bau leh. What's ya? What lah? Let the chef come out. No, this one got no milk one. So I don't argue with the chef, so I don't eat lor. Quite clear what. Because I know that one surely got guyu one because vegan, right? So actually I don't make it difficult for them. Don't make it difficult for them. So the whole thing of our practice is try to don't forget sentiment. 本不忘众生的苦，众生的情，众生的恩，知恩、感恩、报恩，don't forget. So I try. I really, really try. So is these are the most powerful practice. So tomorrow when I go to teach you, I pray for all y'all. I really will pray very well. I'll pray for all y'all to have a healthy, long life. Long life, but 看比贵啊，no point 诶。假烂師傅要國教呢段去荷蘭，I so long life，你see我哋哋安尼看啊，哇老會死未死喏，會死未死。You must say healthy, long life. Even short, also healthy. And then no problem, right? Not. And the idea is to do practice, man. So the only beside the monks doing practice, but I felt as a lay, right, I'm very truly impressed by His Majesty, the royal grandmother. They got a title, lah. I I think she really practiced because when she talked, right, she talked about the guru. She only talked about the guru. I really like that. He talked about his teacher. He said he got a teacher inside his room when I met. So his teacher is Dugo Cancer. He says, "That's my teacher." Wow. You know, the sense of presence of his guru is in his heart. That's my guru. Wow. But sometimes your parents say, see your guru, oh, that's my guru. You know, you hide or everything. When you see your guru, right, remember, it's not the guru need your respect. You need so that you can complete your accumulation of merit. Without merit, you can't go very far. One. And the guru always never run away one. It's that you decided don't know how to ching, correct? You're still chasing, oh, must have this, something like that. No, it's not like that one. I remember Rinpoche said that. Now, I told the China student, no, you found me, no need to chase anymore. I will be able to supply you most of your homework or all the homework and almost bring you to enlightenment. I cannot bring you, like, pick you up and then bring you, but I will be able to guide you, inspire you, practice together with you. So remember the king say 100 L. I was very, wow. But then I tried to think of that now. Those people who meet the Great Liberation Sutra and can rejoice that they are able to read a paragraph 15 minutes, create more merit. That means you are more rare than building 100 stupa. Must remember this. Then you think, oh, are you more rare? Abu then? Hmm. Hmm. 咪搞搞咪搞搞咪笑笑啊，你諗。They build 100 is to, I'm gonna tell you, take a lot of money, take a lot of effort, take a lot of planning. But right now, you all got very good karma. You all meet the Great Liberation Sutra and you all understand the point. You know the meaning and you feel song. So easy right now, right now. You must really understand this. You must really understand this. When you understand this now, you're so happy to do right now. So during the thing, we have got quite many people this time. So you got the sutra must copy a page. You got friend that very sad, right? Or you meet some people very sad. Okay, I copy 5 words for my this friend. I copy 5 words. Or copy one line or one paragraph. Most of us are pretty busy. But because after a while, you know that you don't want to be busy. I no one like to be busy for no good reason. But it's just that your karma just make you very busy. And the worst you busybody, ask people, yesterday night what you do? If I ever hear you ask people yesterday night what you do. But now I tell you what I do today, last night. I make you very busy. But I felt that it's sometimes good to, at least I tell you some story, what happening. I say, oh, 師傅失蹤了，咪記得咯。我失蹤，我去做工誒，這種。你什麼失蹤？我做工啊，要自己夾自己的麵包哦。So funny. Okay, 我問你朋友。Oh money pay me ho, oh 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 money pay me ho. Baca satu tinggal satu Om baca 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 satu Om. So if Vishal Pachasata say all negative karma from Great Prabhupada is dissolved into you, become inseparable from you. Now we make promise from now till sunrise till tomorrow not to create negative karma. 好，然后我们现在做回向。So remember today, my main point I want to talk about is called presence. Whenever you meet someone that got a presence, after a while, if they are just externally very rich and they open their mouth, all right, then you know that nothing very pleasant because they are only talk about whatever the event, the thing, whatever thing they have. You might almost feel they're quite how then, almost you got some feeling. But if the person open the mouth, it's only Dharma, or then the very first time, especially when they talked about their guru and they felt the deep sense of devotion, indestructible one, then that moment you're in their presence. I already felt that one very, very clearly, very, very clearly. Or with someone got come knowledge, one special knowledge about things. I'm also surprised that this queen, this grandmother, 96 years old, right? She never wear earring aids, never wearing aids. She can hear, like I talk to her maybe about 6 meters, I just talk like that. She can hear, and we can have conversation like that, like almost like I raise my voice a little bit. I can hear her voice very distinct and clear. I'm like, wow, this one cannot be ordinary being, man. I refuse to believe it's an ordinary being. I refuse to believe she's an ordinary being. So it's really amazing. So I pray that all y'all and I can complete all your practice. Remember, don't get distracted too much. Oh, if you can have less friend, it's okay. Your best friend must be your wisdom. Manjushri, Chenrezig, Tara, your best friend, Buddha best friend. That's the best. That's the best thing, no? And they will not cheat you one. Chenrezig not cheat you, Tara not cheat you, Manjushri not cheat you, Vajrapani not cheat you one. They will not cheat you. Really not. But guru sometimes cheat you, right? Guru, because your negative karma project in the face of the guru. That's why you sometimes feel your guru cheat you. Guru 偏心，跟我讲没有跟他讲 whatever thing. That's your bad karma. Your bad karma. You must understand this. That's why believe something don't see physically. You think one, you can see a pure view. But because you have negative karma, because you are purifying, understand not? When you meet the Dharma, you start to purify. It's work like that one. Everybody on the Dharma, it's like on the escalator moving out from samsara. That's for sure. You take refuge. You're moving out one. So as you move out, your dirt need to come out, right now. You need to share a lot of things. So sometimes the way you share is show in the negative action of the guru. Then you don't know how to behave. Then you create negative karma. Then liao, correct, pato. Pato. So remember, the pure view become very important. So when it happens, quickly breathe. And when I think, so Vajrasattva become very important. Important. So I talk about presence. Today I talk about ignorance. The ignorance is your mind. When I talk about mind, this mind, aspect of the mind, I call ignorant, a mental factor that grasps as mere appearance as existing truly is the greatest culprit. But it's temporary. The only good thing about it is temporary. It's not permanent. Because nothing in the world is permanent. Okay, I hope they can understand this. Okay, now we do dedication. Due to this merit, may I soon attain the enlightened state of a Guru Buddha, that I be able to liberate all the sentient beings from all their suffering. May the precious Bodhi mind not yet born arise and grow. May the bond have no decline, but increase.
My watch, I suddenly remember.
Then we dedicate all these merits, right, for all the Guru teaching true path and enlightenment anytime, anywhere in the world, at long stable life, especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and all the Gurus, other Gurus of this tradition, especially all the monks here to complete their practice, especially in Bhutan, uphold the teaching for a very, very long time. Then we also dedicate for the unmistaken captain of Rinpoche to be identified in this life. Rinpoche show the aspect of great teacher, great yogi, great scholar, all the FMT project to succeed, flourish, activity, also especially within Guru Rinpoche and Pokhara and then Halishi. I also pray for all y'all to really truly understand, experience suffering, and to understand suffering must be abandoned by following the path. You must first experience, because or else your Dharma is just doing something. So you must experience the suffering and the cause of suffering, and the cause of suffering must be abandoned, must be abandoned, must be abandoned, must be abandoned. And to abandon, you need to cultivate the true path that accumulate in the true cessation. Then once you understand it, I pray for you to have that. So is there any way, I felt that there's nothing called, the only way is hard work. Because Milarepa showed his bum to his student, he lift out the skirt and show. We saw about hard work right now. There's no shortcut. The only shortcut is that you don't take long cut. The only shortcut is that you don't take long cut. That means very direct. That means your guru tell you exactly what you need to hear. So we all only meet. So every day, not every day, whenever I come live, right? So you have to try to come on. I try to say something, some story, make you relax a little bit. Okay, still pretty normal. You hear the thing, see what engage, and then I say some key point. And usually the key point is something that I like to say. I think about it quite a while. It's something that you cannot, you must cultivate one. You cannot don't have one. Must have one. Usually I go through I call it a selection process. Right, it's probably something that you need. It's not something that you need. Not probably you must have one to identify the thing. So I pray for you to be under to have a deep experience of this. Not only know, have some deep experience of the thing. You know, the only thing that good to explain, let's say you don't like eat spicy food one, you eat chili one time, like chili very spicy one. Forever you never forget the chili so spicy. You never eat the thing anymore. First, you also need to have the suffering that's so painful that you never want to be pain anymore. One. Never be pain anymore. That one have to use our intellectual ability to understand the thing. Okay, we think that way. Then we pray for all those people who have passed away in the war zone, then in the air crash in Iran. So in Iran, really a lot of people die, like I think 12,000 or how many thousand already. Now they burn the oil field. So everybody, man build thing, man destroy thing. Anything new, nothing new. Because in the old days, last time they fight using metal, they brute force. Right now, you bomb, we only destroy faster only. That's all. If you got the knife, they also slowly destroy and take longer. They also kill one another. So this is time of degeneration. The only thing that we wish for, that inside our mind we generate love and compassion. Remember, when people think of you, they think of love and compassion. What is really, really good. When people think of you, they think that you are very gentle. When people think of you, you got a presence of a very calm, very, very clear claim of mind. That means when people come to you to ask for advice, they ask for advice. Last few days, someone wrote inside the a little internet thing, correct? Then suddenly my friend, I never talked for me for like maybe 10 years, and I wrote to me, oh, my buddy to climb Mount Everest want to meet me. Want to meet me. I said, meet me for what? He said, want to know the purpose of life. I can, for sure, it's not climbing mountain. It's climbing the mountain inside here. Dig tunnel, not climb mountain, dig tunnel. I say, I can meet. I say, well, if I don't die, you don't die, we meet lah. But I say, you hear the thing, you want to hear story, or you want to hear something you want to do one, or you want to check out. I can give you very brief instruction. So a lot of people want, so I pray for all the people, for especially all those people in the war zone, who out ignorance, clear all the people that in future will suffer. May I take all their suffering, I pray if I'm able, I'd like to take their suffering. Well, I think of that now. When I say, what happened, I die, you got no guru, Wow, I say, liao. So I say, zat lat tampo. But I say, I'm not afraid lah. If it will happen, it will happen. Like, I felt that our teacher, Captain Zoban Rinpoche, he might have foreseen some karma that's happening to his holiness or something very bad. That's why he say, let me take all the harm now. That's why he showed the aspect of changing body. I've just got this feeling, very, very deep feeling. They cannot do it for no reason. Because of my teacher, Jadro Rinpoche, say, Lama Zopa Rinpoche might have manifest this aspect of dissolving into Dhammakaya for a very good reason. Cannot be he got so many center in the world, he suddenly say, bye, see you next life. Cannot be one, cannot be one. Must be for a damn good reason. So I say, if we pray this way, it is better for me to die and everybody will let me die. It's better for me to live than give me the strength and the courage and everything to live so I can benefit people. So everything is about benefiting other people. So I pray, may all the people find this, find this. Then we pray for all these people who have passed away recently, right, to have a very, very good rebirth. Then for Jordan Chin, Chang Kok Wing, for Eric Po, Lim Jong Hoon, Wong Xiao Chin, Jack Choi, Chua Lien Ho, Chan Dong Tai, Han Mu Gong, and Chua Boon Yong. Then I pray for all those people going through operation, going to be going for operation for cancer, going for operation for their career, for their relationship, for their study, for everything to be more successful. They also pray for these people. I pray for Agnes, for Lawrence, okay, Tan. Then for this person passed away, for Wee Kwan Bok to have a very good rebirth. For Tenzin Tay Kiong, for Jesslyn and family, for Peggy Lim, for Jonah Hay, for Guo Mei Hui, then for Li Mei Hui, for Ju Yong, then we pray for Chua, we also pray for Lawa Lake to have a very, very good rebirth. Then for Kwok Mi Lam, for Chen Chao Sun, Chen Chao Sui, Ng Lepo, Yap Kong Win, Sek Kong, Sanji Chuan Jo, Han for Susan Singh, Say Long Vicon, Womi Pong Chui, Lim with Wen Chin, for Ming Chuan Tampu Ho, for Teresa, for Wagon, then for Florence Liu, for Wen Bao, for Hang Piao, for Liquid Hui, for Clayton, for Lau Tekin, for On Si, for Saying, for Pixa, for Sabe, for Kelly, for James Shaw, Carol Wee, for Tan Lai Wee, for Tan Kim, for Lim Sing, for Johan Chuan, for Richard Tan, for Desmond Lim, for Tai Ti, to quickly recover, for Alison Go, for Michelle Liu, for Yap Hong Wai. Then for Elvin Yeo to succeed in for all the projects, for Shan Ang, for Jean, for Guan Si, for Nigel, Amita, for Anjali, for Anita Sim, for Kali, for Annie Chu, for Biliang. Okay, then we also pray for all the people in the Zoom group, in the Lotus, in the Merit Creation group, to be well and happy, their families, their friends. Then we pray for Lotus to do well, for Cheng Song, then for Eyewear, for Biggenberg, for Blossom Seed, for Lensman to do well. 好，回向愿以此功德普及一切，我等以众生皆共成佛道。众生无边誓愿度，佛法无量誓愿觉，烦恼无尽誓愿断，断我无明，了我生死，愿我成佛。度众生永不忘众生情，永不忘上师情。回向我三世所累积的福报，跟无数的佛陀、菩萨、声闻、独觉、阿罗汉、有情众生，跟的福报是每自性存在，是观待施设。明眼安利，把这些福报回向我跟你呢，是没自性存在，是观待施设，明眼安利。当我们成了佛，我们带全部有情众生一个都没漏到的，也是没自性的存在，是观待施设，名言安利。当我们成了佛，带全部众生一个都没漏到，所以每次净存在是观待施设名言安利。当我们带到圆满佛果位，也是没自性的存在，是观待施设名言安利。所以 dedicate all the three time merit collected by oneself, countless Buddha, Bodhisattva, Prajaga Buddha, Arahant, Daka, Dakini, Dharma Protector, and all the ordinary being. Merit does not exist, truly exist, merely labeled by the mind. We dedicate so I and you also does not exist, truly exist, merely labeled by the mind. Quickly achieve the state of full enlightenment, who also does not exist, truly exist, merely labeled by the mind. So when achieve full enlightenment, every single sentiment, no one left out, also does not truly exist, merely labeled by the mind. At least time the state of full enlightenment, who also does not truly exist, merely labeled by the mind. By myself alone, who also does not truly exist, merely labeled by the mind. 好，最后愿消三障诸烦恼，愿的智慧真明了，普愿罪障，悉消除世事常行，菩萨道。阿弥陀佛 ，Good night, everyone.
谢谢师傅，
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 感恩师
晚
父。
安师傅，
感谢父，
拜
谢谢佳明，
Good night.
，as opposed to something that
谢谢小敏。